the pistol squat. As soon as you hear this movement, you're probably on the love it or the hate it side. And my guess is, if you're watching this video, you're probably more on the hate it side. So what we're going to be doing is hopefully taking you from the hate it to the love it with different tips and exercises that can get you there. And it's a one-legged squat. So Jack is just going to demonstrate our squats, so a very simple air squat as we call it. Down, back up. I used to call this the king of exercises in CrossFit, but it's probably evolved over the years. Anyway, a really important movement and something that we just need for general health and ability. If you can squat well, it's probably going to mean that you can move well in general. And one huge advancement of this, not only in lifting more weight in a back squat or a front squat, however it may be, but it's being able to do it on one leg. And this is where our pistol squat comes in. And it starts to introduce a lot of different variables that we don't have. One, I'm going from this bilateral stance to a unilateral stance, and all I have to do is do this. And no, it's harder to stand on one leg than two legs, just because I have to start controlling my balance. And also there's a big factor of rotation that starts to come in that I have to control. So on my bilateral squats, I don't have to worry about any rotational forces, whereas on my pistol, because I'm moving around and the direction that I travel, I have to start being able to control that. This is one of the reasons why it becomes a bit more complex. Another reason is due to mobility. And this is where I want everyone to start before they start doing pistol squats, is can you achieve a feet together squat? So we can see here that Jacqueline's holding the bottom of the squat. And what I would say is that if you do not have this position comfortably, then you need to be working on your ankle mobility. And we have a great video for working on the ankle mobility that my good friend Manu is going to put in the video description somewhere, but you'll be able to find that video and be able to work through the ankles. One of the reasons for that is it just requires a bit more flexibility and positioning in order to be able to do the pistol. And if you don't have that good ankle mobility, you're just fighting through this physical obstacle, which is going to make it harder and harder. And if I'm still struggling and I have the mobility, it's probably coming down to a bit of this specialized strength that we're going to be looking at now. So Jacqueline's going to take, we'll work on the right leg for now. So you can see we've given Jacqueline some balance, we've given her assistance. So now she's going to come down into the squat here and then back up, down, back up, and just one more rep, down and back up. Now this other foot can give as little or as much assistance as you want in order to do that. We can do 3 reps on the other side just to show it again. Building up in this way starts to get the patterning, starts to get the knee, the hip more comfortable with this. The next stage, we're going to bring it one step in. So you can either bring it to the side, or you can do as Jacqueline did at the start, where you take it onto the back of the heel again. So Jacqueline's now going to do 3 reps again. And then 3 reps on the other side. So we had stage 1 where Jacqueline was slightly behind, slightly easier. Now she's on level, and we're going to take it one step harder now, where Jacqueline's going to bring that foot in front and now try the 3 pistols. And again, we can use as little or as much assistance as needed as we come into this. And obviously Jacqueline's done this in the space of a few seconds, but these progressions may take some weeks or months to get through, and that's perfectly fine. Just using it in your warm-up before you're going into class or before you're doing your training session, just making sure that you're spending a bit of time warming up and maybe hitting 10 reps each side, 20 reps each side, and that will accumulate over time, and just keep them comfortable as you go through. The next stage, we can start to come onto the wall that we have behind us, and Jacqueline's now going to go into her pistol. So now we're not using any leg assistance at all, just hand assistance. And you'll see people using a ring or rigs. The same principle applies. Obviously with the flat wall, we have a lot less resistance, and then we just do turn around to the other side. So there we've had 4 progressions: the foot back, the foot in line, the foot forward, and then finally the hand on the wall to assist. And as a general rule, I'd say that each of those need to be comfortable. No knee pain, no hip pain, should feel pretty smooth before you then move on to doing your pistols. And there we have our pistol squat. But the progressions that we have in it are really useful. And really the most important thing is you build up these progressions over time, starting at a very comfortable base and moving on there. And you'll be surprised how much being consistent can pay off. If you have any comments or questions, let us know. We also have a specific course for pistols, which you can find in the description. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you at the next tutorial.